Tribal fusion is a belly dance, traditional belly dance, which is mixed with different folkloric dances such as flamenco, Kathak, Balinese dance, and a few other things, and they put them together as a new form of belly dancing. Jamila is the first one. She created the tribal, we call it tribal dance, in the 1960s in the San Francisco Bay Area. And when she passed on, like her student, created another groups, and finally Carolina started ATS, and Jill Parker, who was a student of Carolina, started her own group called Ultra Gypsy. So that's when they found a new home, and which is called Tribal Fusions. And but the most famous tribal fusion dancer that we know is Rachel Bryce. Yes, and that I would say that she's the one that really make the style more clear of what tribal fusion should be.
Fusion is a very freedom way of expression, and there is some code, there is some skills like every dance, but everybody can express the way he wants. There is some fusion dancer using a gypsy background, there is some fusion dancer using Gothic background. There is dark fusion, there is vaudeville like in the 19th century, using all these aesthetic codes which make the dance very, very wide. Everybody, every culture can find a way to express himself.
I would explain it as a fantasy of belly dancing, or the way I understand it is if you would take belly dancing and you would put it in, say, a fantasy movie, or in like what you would think belly dancing might look like. It was in a setting where, where some far off land with like mythology, and it's not supposed to be belly dancing as we know it, like Egyptian or Lebanese. It is supposed to be a fantasy of belly dancing, and in creating that fantasy you might borrow elements from other dancing in order to make it look more strange, more ethereal, darker, things like that. That's my understanding of it and how I view it as tribal fusion.
トラバーフュージョンはもともとベーシックのトラディショナル をベースに、いろいろ組み合わされてきたダンスだと思います。なので、トラバルフュージョンでもトラディショナルをちゃんとベースをしっかりして、でそれから自分の要素をたくさん入れていって、自分のスタイルいったものがトラバルフュージョンだと思います。
The strength of their expression that actually dominate everything else is still beautiful, but in a different way than the traditional one.